Hello, gang. We are live again. Zelmo is right back at you from Alaska, land of the midnight sun, the last frontier, and lost opportunities. That last one I added myself. No, I'm kidding you. We are bringing to you live, or in YouTube's case, tape delayed, Max Payne, the original, the OG. As far as I know, the first ever a video game to give you bullet time. Actually, this is the game that made bullet time a household term. We are going to start a new game, and let's see. We'll do fugitive. Heck with it. I don't care. I want to blaze through the game. I don't know. Sit here trying to struggle to get through one level. Even worse, having you being forced to watch me struggle. Your game that you're probably much better at than I am. So. I bought this game originally for the PC when it first came out in 2001. The summer of 2001, before 9/11. That's how long ago this was. And let me tell you, just because I saw it firsthand happen, when this game came out, it rocked so many waves. It rocked the boat on so many levels.
The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over.
This game was so revolutionary
I need to go back 3 years
on so many levels.
the night Payne started.
I mean, this was the game that came out. This came out before GTA 3.
Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen. So when are you coming?
Same company. Same company. It was made by Rockstar.
Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first.
One can easily argue that this game was like kind of a tech demo for Grand Theft Auto 3. Rockstar is known for doing stuff like that. They'll release other games ahead of a title that they're really working on, just to kind of test the waters, see how their tech is actually working, trying to make money off it. You know, it's Rockstar's MO. They're known for doing that. They did that with Red Dead Redemption 1 and LA Noire before Grand Theft Auto 5 was released.
Practice bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding.
This prologue is very noir in itself. Supposed to
What the hell?
why is my postal slow? Hold on. Okay, never mind.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
Pause We'll stop to smell the roses. Granted, look, we are looking at 2001 graphics here. Actually, these are not bad. Obviously, they're dated, but for the most part, I mean, they are functional.
Michelle!
It's coming.
Freeze! NYPD, drop it!
No. No, no, please, God, no.
Not too many games out there will show you a dead baby. That's pretty gruesome.
No, 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 God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York. I came in from the cold and the dark. Outside the city was a cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex. The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
Ah, look at the Duke. The old Xbox controller. You want to look at something here? Bullet time is left trigger. Shooting is right trigger. Uh-oh. Scene of the crime.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
But getting back to what I was saying, yeah, when this game first hit in 2001, I mean, the hype surrounding this game was so amazing. It was just,
Wasn't Jake supposed
yeah.
to take care of this? He and Mickey are having too much fun taking care of the cop up there. Oh, well, what's the plan?
Simple. Gun down every mother-loving bastard that gets off the train.
Sweet. Didn't the train go already?
No idea. Let's just wait and see.
Yeah, the amount of hype that surrounded this game back in 2001 was just amazing. And I mean, it's well deserved. And this game really opened up a lot of doors as far as how video games are going to be made in the future and then on out. Yeah, this game gave us bullet time. It gave us a renewed interest in the third-person perspective type of storytelling. Because primarily it was first-person shooters that were the big deal back then. First-person shooters and real-time simulators, meaning like the Command and Conquers, the Command and Conquer, and there are other games like Dune, Emperor's of that game called. It came out around the same time, and I owned it. It was like a Dune version of Command and Conquer. It's called Emperors or something like that. And that was primarily what the 2001 picture of video gaming was. Let's just go and kill these guys. I've done that better, but oh well. I like a Desert Eagle.
Yeah, he's dead, all right.
Hey, it's me you're talking to.
Hold it.
Yo, guys, hey, we're getting around. You hear me? What is this, a joke?
I was originally going to play this on the computer, but I don't know, there's a bit of an audio issue with my the computer version on my computer anyway. Some of the cutscenes, there's no audio in those. And I kind of wanted you to get the full effect of how cheesy the cutscenes are in this game, so I opted for the Xbox version that you're watching right now. I wanted you to see how cheesy that the game can be.
The security panel let out a mocking cackle. I'd need the right code.
Right?
Guess I had ended up in the middle of a big-time crime operation.
Hate painkillers.
Kiss it goodbye.
No! You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure, sounds good. Follow me.
Frankly, I'm too scared to go to the control room on my own without you and your gun.
Here, dude.
Home free. This way. Hey, look out!
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. The power was back on. So much for being subtle.
So much for being subtle.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down in Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
One thing I missed from the PC version, though, is the mouse and keyboard. The mouse can look around like almost instantaneous. In the gamepad, you gotta... Yeah, you gotta deal with this. Actually, I wonder if there's a way to figure that. Mouse sensitivity? I don't think there is. I just have to tough it out, I guess. Oh, that.
What the hell was that?
Exactamundo. What the hell was that?
Hold on here. Give me the detonator. What are you talking about? The detonator. I thought you'd bring it. You were supposed to bring it. Yeah, right. What the sucker? Hold it.
Stock up on more painkillers.
Okay, fellas, the police are on their way. New York's finest are gonna be here soon. So stick to the plan. We've got our own private exit route. In and out, do your thing. Wham bam, thank you, man.
bank robber score lay on the table. The bank robbers had been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine. The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit. We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
Right back at you.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking, and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Weapons here. Weapons and ammo. Gather weapons and ammo. Gather weapons and ammo. That is a movie quote right there. As far as I know, it's only been used in one movie that I can think of. If you can guess that movie, I will give you a virtual handshake. Go up the same way we came in. Either that's money or that's gold. 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 Sure, I'm going the right way. I haven't played this in a while. With the bullet time thing, you can tell they borrowed a lot from The Matrix. When this movie had come out,
I nearly shot you.
Alex, I'm glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight through Roscoe Bank Vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place. Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's... Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
I'll say it again. Gather weapons and ammo. You got time to Google it, so there it is. If you had guessed Saving Private Ryan, 1998, you would be correct. That was Tom Hanks on the beach at Normandy, the very beginning of the movie. Middle of the big, huge humongous firefight. One of the biggest shootouts in film history, I believe, or so it seemed. But he's telling his troops to gather weapons and ammo off of the dead or the wounded before they make their big charge onto in the movie they called it with Dog One, which was their objective, I guess. And yeah, that was where that quote came from. So there it is. All right, I fulfilled my movie quote tradition for the evening. If I think of any more, of course, I'll bring them up. But
Get the hell out of here!
We'll be fine. Take it easy. No, it's just some...
every game needs one of these death cam things. The last enemy gets the slow motion treatment. I'm playing on easy. Who gives a shit?
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled on something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes. Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wine downstairs and come up with it? Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. Lupino around?
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. But don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he said bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max. Junk squad king. Got a ticket to Marble City for you. Like that. Bring it in.
I like how they die in this game. It's cool.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
The death animations are.
Everything all right? Bosses?
I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagniti. Gagniti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny. He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, "Vinny, you're in charge of this one," unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line. 313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Joey, Vigilio, you all right in there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta get in now. Bosses, we're coming in.
It's
The NYPD has been out on massive
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot repeatedly from a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne. The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
Speaking of fame, I had an interesting interaction with an actual, honest-to-God celebrity on my Twitter page last night. A few days ago, I watched that the Netflix a comedy special of you probably heard of this guy, Ricky Gervais or Gervais. I can't pronounce his name right. Ricky Gervais. He's a guy that most famous for totally crashing the Golden Globe Awards back in 2020. He basically roasting every celebrity in there, calling them all a bunch of pedophiles, and it was so funny. One of his like finest performances. And then the Netflix episode that I watched the other day, it's his brand new one. It's currently his newest one. It's on Netflix now. It's one of his best ones, I think. And he made a funny joke about he's talking about racism. And the idea was, or what I got from his joke was, he's against racism, and you got your usual suspects. You got your white people, your black people, your Asian people, your Hispanic people, yada yada yada. But seems like nobody ever really talks about Eskimos, and yours truly, me being an Eskimo, my ears perked up when I saw this, and he proceeded to, kind of make fun of Eskimos, as nobody else does, right? And it was a funny segment. It was really short, like about a minute long. And he was talking about how Eskimos, we live in the snow. We're funny people. We live in the snow. We dress up in dead sea lion, skins and whatnot. And then he said, but when you pull these people out of their little snowbank or out of the snow, and you peel off their sea lion, clothes or whatever, and they're standing there naked in the cold, it's just a cold Chinaman. It didn't go exactly like that, but essentially that's what his joke was about. And I'm laughing because my stance on Eskimos. We're actually, I believe, we actually come from Mongolia, And I went on my Twitter page, and I had linked that. I found that particular segment on YouTube, and I linked it and commented on it, and I said that that was my favorite part of the show, of the Netflix special. One small correction, though, that they're actually cold Mongolians, not cold Chinamen. And about 3 o'clock in the morning last night, he must have just been waking up or something, but Ricky Gervais himself liked my tweet, and he commented on it, just a little emoji with a halo over it, happy face with a halo over it, and that was it. And then a bunch of his fans been on there, and he apparently, when they follow him, everything he posts, he posted on my page, and of course, oh about over 100 other people commented on there. How the hell did I get out of here? Yeah, it was funny. That was my first ever time I actually had an actual celebrity comment on something I posted online. So if you wonder what my Twitter handle is, it's the same as on here. It's Zelmo the Unruly. Yes, I named myself after my Bard's Tale trilogy character. And if you want to look or comment on that Twitter post, feel free, go right ahead. How do I get out of here? Damn it. I'm supposed to go out there. Here, right here.
Getting out was not going to be easy. The staircase was locked and the elevator had been busted for a decade or more.
You're not kidding. How the fuck do I get out of here? One of my pet peeves is trying to figure out how to get out of a level on a video game. And they don't make it apparent how to exit a level. You're sitting here retreading. There's a button somewhere I'm supposed to press? Oh, it's this. More painkillers. More lemnis bread. And look! More lemnis bread. Another movie quote for you. You can guess that movie. Okay. You may have already guessed. But if you guess the exact movie, I will virtually kiss you. Right on your lips. Right on your virtual lips. Oh, fuck, we get out of this bitch. Oh look, watch him turn the bed on. I always wanted to try out one of these. Do they actually work? Like, do they enhance the experience or something? I always wondered about that. I could ask my wife to maybe if I can install one on our bed just to see if it works. Believe it or not, yes, I am married. Yes, ladies, I am marriage material, believe it or not. You may wonder, how the hell did this guy get married? Well, my wife, she's from the Philippines. And, I was flipping through the catalog one day, and I spotted her. And I'm like, hey, I want to get one of these. So I ordered her. And, Amazon Prime, as you know, has free shipping. And that's how I got married. No, I'm just teasing you. Obviously teasing you there. No, but I actually did fly to the Philippines on vacation, and I met my wife there back in 2017. And we kind of kept in touch over the years. We were on Facebook mostly, and we had friended each other, and we chatted. And as it turned out, we discovered we had the same interests, and we grew. It kind of grew into that, you know. Both were single parents, and we both discovered we had a lot of similar interests. And that's kind of how that happened. And then I flew there again in 2019, and we got married there. We married in the Philippines. And want to marry in front of her family. And, that's how that happened. Now here we are, 3 years later, properly married. Got a kid. We have a child together, plus our own children. She has a son, our son, and my stepson in the Philippines. She's gonna go to get him day after tomorrow. How do I get out of here? I've done this before, okay? Need break or something? What the hell? Alright, I can't be this stupid. Okay.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and they're not answering. Let's go already. Payne's gonna pay in spades.
But, I had a point here. What was I getting at?
On lords and ladies. Lady Amelia, Marquis Valentine asks for an audience.
What the
Thank you,
hell?
My lady.
My lord?
And now, an all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation.
Shot me in my pinky toe.
There is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady.
Oh yeah. Anyway, going back to the movie quote.
Upon that
I'll say it one more time.
there has been sunlight in the autumn leaves blazing like the colors of your
And look,
Oh, my lord, you should not
lemnis
speak
bread.
so.
But my lady, I must.
My lord, no.
Look at that.
I forbid you. This cannot
More
be. This
lemnis
must not
bread.
be.
Why, my love, why?
My lord, it is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
You guessed.
I must know.
Lord of the
I'd rather
Rings.
die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
Lord of the Rings. I believe the Two Towers. Because they received the lemnis bread after they visited Galadriel in the woods. Yeah. The Two Towers, Lord of the Rings. You guessed that, you're correct. That was Samwise Gamgee who was telling Frodo.
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt. I'm gonna die. It's coming. It's coming. There he is.
And all these beds on. You suck ass. Right here, look. But yeah, hold on.
Piece of crap!
Oh, careful. It might kick back.
Got him down. Get him!
Yeah, speaking of Lord of the Rings, they got the new TV show coming out on Amazon. And I mean, my goodness, they totally screwed up the lore on that one. That's what happens when all the Tolkiens that matter passed away. The ones that had control over the IP, and now it's just the Tolkien is the family or the Tolkien estate. Tolkien estate, it's just a cash grab for them because they're dealing with Amazon. But I mean, they had some stipulations there. They cannot. They're not allowed. Amazon's not allowed to alter anything. In the third age. The third age of Middle Earth is off limits to Amazon. So they essentially cannot actually alter any of the lore from the second age or the third age. So Amazon's deciding, well, we're just gonna make up our own story, and we're going to change some things about the Middle Earth universe, so to speak, outside of those the second and third age. So, like, they made Galadriel into a warrior queen or whatever, which she totally is not in any of the Silmarillion works. Essentially, all that Tolkien wrote regarding the lore is unchanged. But they went ahead and they decided to mess with some of the backstory. Like Galadriel, while the events never changed about Galadriel, they decided to at one time say that at one time she was a warrior queen or something. And they got that picture of her in the armor with the sword and all that, and it's totally not Galadriel. Okay, they're going ahead with that. It's supposed to come out, I think, in September of this year, and it's like, oh, what's this? It's such a total travesty. It's like if Amazon went ahead and did their own version of the Bible, okay, but they were off limits to actually changing anything that's written in the Bible. So everything outside of the Bible story is okay. That's like, say, if they made Jesus Christ into like a warrior king or something. When he was young in his 20s, he had a sword and shield, and he was out there killing orcs or something like that. They just totally screwed it up, And bummer because They had their chance to actually make a good TV show, and they proceeded to screw it up, you know, and now it's like, I'm sure someone will watch it.
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound. The NYPD has been out on Max Payne. Storm. Chief Jim Rivera take whatever steps necessary. Here stated that Valkyr represents the NYPD out on Max Payne. Killer storm. Chief Jim Rivera.
Can I get out this way? Uh-oh, what's this? I better save something. Let's kill these guys.
I'd found Muerte's room. Muerte had received a letter. Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
Yo!
Alrighty. Ah, these old school interactive environments, man. Like right here. It's still so cool after all these years. Watch this.
Yo!
Told you. God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure.
Nah, the Russian wouldn't dare.
This has been waiting to happen.
I thought it was a bomb.
What the hell?
It's coming. It's coming.
The hooker had left her diary on the table. The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent her the latest One-Eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. They would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
I love how the stereotypes in this game. Like all the guys have crappy Italian accents, and the prostitute has a Jersey accent. You know, it's just like. Jeez, I crack myself up. Jeez, I crack myself up. It's a movie quote. You can guess it. I'll give you a virtual cookie. I'll say it one more time. Jeez, I crack myself up. Give you a little Google time to look that one up. Okay, that's the camera hole. Camera hole for the sex tapes that this hooker's making. There's a camera. Crappy 2001 camera camcorder. Apparently she keeps some bullets in her closet. So. Oh, those guys already. Let's get him. Oh shit.
Service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
I'll say it one more time. Jeez, I crack myself up. You guessed Top Gun, 1986. You would be correct. Was that scene where Maverick and the Goose are they're in the briefing room or something like that, and no, I take that back. When they were, it was one of the first, say, dogfights in the movie, where they had just what's his face? Oh gosh, what's that guy's name? in the movie. Cougar. Cougar had just engaged with the enemy. It was another jet, another MiG 28 or something like that. And the MiG had him locked on. Freaked him out because Cougar was thinking about his wife and kid and everything. Cougar freaked out. Maverick came in. Maverick, played by Tom Cruise, came in, put the MiG in a missile lock, caused the MiG to fly away, run away, and he basically saved Cougar. Cougar probably wasn't in any real danger, but because the MiG never fired on him. But Cougar was, still freaking out and everything like that. And actually, no, I take that back. Maverick, he could not fire on the guy, so what did he do? He flew over the MiG's head, inverted, and Maverick's weapons guy, co-pilot, not a co-pilot, but the guy in the plane with Maverick, the Goose, that's his call sign, by the way, and Goose took a picture while Maverick was flipping off the MiG pilot. And as Goose took the picture, he said, "Smile." And then he said the following words, "Geez, I cracked myself up." And that's where the movie quote came from. Now you know. Knowing is half the battle.
Winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Of course, that's how they, software developers here, that's how they, that's the excuse they made for why there are no innocent bystanders in this game. There's only enemies and you. Yes, I meant to do that. Actually, I'm kidding. Oh, here we go. Oh, hold on.
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper. A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a 6-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Mexico. They can't even get a tan. If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night.
Yeah, and what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins?
Nah, Eskimos, man, Eskimos.
Yeah, movie 28. Was it? No, 28 days. Or no, what was that movie? 30 Days of Night with Josh Hartnett. It was a vampire movie set in, well, it was supposed to be Barrow, Alaska, but it, you know, clearly didn't look like Barrow, Alaska. I wonder if that's where they got the idea for that movie, was from this video game, what they were just saying right there. Talking about a vampire movie in Alaska. Now, I know 30 Days of Night came out years after this game did. This game came out 2001. 30 Days of Night, let me look that up. Curious. I want to see. I am curious now. Let's see here. 30 Days of Night. Oh, 30 Days of Night came out 2007. This game came out 2001. I wonder if whoever made 30 Days of Night, I wonder if they ripped off the idea from this game. That part. And I always have to laugh at any type of media that mentions Eskimos.
What the fuck?
Okay, there's more painkillers where that came from. See? Replenished. Like I never used them. But I thought that was so cool when Ricky Gervais or whatever liked my Twitter post. Because I liked his comedy special. It's like a okay, imagine if like Dave Chappelle had done that. That'd be like, that's legendary, okay? And Ricky Gervais is already approaching, Dave Chappelle type of legend status. The guy is freaking hilarious, super funny. And I had no idea that he tweeted that much, or how the hell did he get a link to my Twitter page anyway? I'm a freaking nobody. I'm nobody on YouTube. I mean, come on, I'm nobody on Twitch. It's like, how the hell did he find me? That's the funny part.
Trust me, you don't want to piss Muerte off. Gentlemen, let's do business.
Green for green.
Cheers at green-eyed angels. Amen.
Full. Probably. I don't know how many guys are behind that door, so let's go find out.
A lifetime ago, this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest.
But yeah, if you doubt me, my Twitter page is the same name as this, as my YouTube channel, Zelmo the Unruly. That is my Twitter account. And eventually I'm gonna redo
Key on the table.
start a new Facebook page, I think. Even though I hear the kids saying nobody uses like Facebook anymore, but old people. But you know, you'll see a lot of them young kids on Facebook. So bar key. Door. Fucking door. Where's the fucking door? Another movie quote right there. Where's the fucking door? Where's the fucking door? That's how it goes. Where's the fucking door? Jersey accent might give it away. But you can guess that movie. I'll give you a virtual cupcake. How about that? I'll say it one more time. Where's the fucking door? Pretty sure that's how it goes. Where's the fucking door? Yeah, that's how it goes. Gotta get out of here. I'm gonna shoot the next person I see. Oh look, more those are all full. Say it one more time. Where's the fucking door? You guessed. Die Hard 2. Bruce Willis. And Die Hard 2 came out in 1990. If you guessed that, you would be correct.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and solve their differences with the Kung Fu fighting video game. I tell you, kid, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cables.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
Rico Muerte, big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
Do something.
But anyway, yeah, if you had guessed the Die Hard 2 1990, you would be correct. That was the scene where Bruce Willis, aka John McClane, he had, and it was probably one of the like dumbest scenes in that movie. It was a pretty dumb movie overall. It was where he was hiding in the plane, and those guys were shooting up the plane, and they started throwing hand grenades in there, and John McClane, Bruce Willis, he's laying in there, and these grenades start like falling in there all around him. He has time to look at them. Oh my gosh, they're grenades. And he's looking around, and he sees the seat. The pilot seat has an It's an ejector seat. So he has time to jump up, strap himself into the pilot's seat, the ejector seat, put the seatbelts on, okay, look over and at the grenades that are live, that are, you know, about maybe 15-20 seconds have already passed, alright, since these grenades first started flying in the window. Usually a grenade has a cook time of about 5 seconds, alright? So he's got all this free time to look at these grenades. Oh my god, then he pulls the ejector handle and he escapes the plane right before the hand grenades all explode and they blow up the plane, and he's flying up into the screen with that John McClane scream. "Ah!" You know, and we see a close-up of him and he's falling away. Oh shit! You know, and then the parachute comes out and he lands, and the enemy looks up at him, and the one guy says, "You fuck." And you know, John McClane lands, and the parachute lands on top of him, and he's trying to crawl out. Where's the fucking door? You know, and that's where that came from. And why did I have to kill a prostitute? Why did they make me kill a prostitute in this game? Yeah, she was shooting at me, but still. I had to shoot a woman here. Fuck this game. Got an Ingram. Like a machine gun? Can I... Yeah, it is. It's a machine gun. Okay. A little Uzi, almost. Those bullets pretty quick, didn't I?
The antique switchboard was still in use. There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area. Kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines. The love veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, this makes Payne. That game started capitalist. He killed him.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large.
I love noir. Noir. What is noir? Noir is Noir. Noir is a genre of go upstairs. Noir as a genre came out of the I think the first ever noir publication actually came out in the late 1800s. It was, no, I take that back. I'm thinking of Pulp Fiction. Noir as a genre is kind of, it's like based on those old, those old movies from like the 1930s, 1940s. The seedy, rundown urban environments. You got it was usually like a private detective of some type, working the streets, trying to solve the case. He's got to deal with the lowlifes and the seedy dregs of society and all that. The hookers, the pimps, the prostitutes, and the mob guys. Trying to solve the case, whatever case that may be. And it's this kind of look, right, that you're seeing right here. It's just like a shady part of society, and the low lighting, that's kind of where noir came from. Supposedly, it's supposed to be set at night, primarily. And as cheesy as this game is, I think it captures that atmosphere perfectly. It's not like L.A. Noir, which the video game made by the same company here. It's also made by Rockstar Games. L.A. Noir it's called Noir, but it was set during the mostly during the daytime, like the afternoon. The sun is shining, everything looking all pretty and pretty environments and everything like that. But they call it noir, it was, I believe, anything but that. Let's get out of here. Exit button don't work. What's to do? I see, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. God, I haven't played this game or this level of this game in about... I think the last time I played through this game all the way through was way back in 2003 on my old computer. Here. Oh. Come to New York. New York. Yeah.
turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bullies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's suit. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged.
Vodka? What is the vodka license plate? Just to let you know, this is the Russian mob. Yeah. Those mean streets of New York.
Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Wow, let's bring it back. Good old memories. I remember playing this on my old computer, my last gen computer. Yeah, I was one of those guys who bought Windows ME when it came out, like the crappiest version of Windows ever made. The precursor to Windows XP, which was much better, and in my opinion, it was still my favorite Windows operating system, just because it was relevant for so long. Windows XP they kept that alive for what, 12 years, 13 years, I think it was. Came out 2001, and they retired it 2014, I think, was the last update they did for Windows XP. Anyway, but yeah, I remember, I have so many good memories of this game, though. When Max Payne was the shit. I mean, that was like all you played. Max Payne and look, cell phones. Before we had smartphones, kids, this is what we had to put up with way back in the day. These are the kind of cell phones we had. They're still around. Dead body here. Do the other one. Right here. Oh, he can't do it. Never mind. I'm having too much fun. It's gotta be like, let me in! Going all ape shit here. Okay. Here. Can't go in there. Can't go in here. Oh, I gotta go in there.
The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
Little Molotov cocktail, someone watch. Cool. Crispy critters out of them. The hand grenades. I only got one hand grenade.
The whole building was rigged with explosives. So. A beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Wooden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
You're asking.
Someone had left a letter on the counter. Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gogmiti was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing you could count on. You push a man too far, and sooner or later he'd start pushing back. There was a key on the shelf. Destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
Let's see.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
I'm freezing my butt off.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead. Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
Alrighty, here we go.
Hey,
No, don't shoot.
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
One game I'm trying to get, and my dad has it. That old game, The Punisher, came out in 2005. I have it on Xbox, but it's not backwards compatible. It's not a backwards compatible game, but my dad has it on the on his computer.
Let me in, quick! Not so fast. The password. John Who.
Come on. Okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in.
It's a trap! It's Payne!
Anyway, that game, The Punisher. I have it on Xbox, the original Xbox, but it's not backwards compatible because it's an EA game, and EA doesn't really care about their old stuff anymore. But my dad has it on his computer. He has the computer version of it. I'm hoping he can maybe find it somewhere, loan it to me so I could install it on my computer, see if it still runs. And if it does run, I want to do a live stream of that game. Remember that game? That was that. It was cool because it had like these different ways that you can execute. Different ways you can execute people in that game. Who the hell shot at me? Oh, here. That's 666 pump action shotgun. 666 is the number of the beast.
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyr-related gang war in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection with the slaying of a DEA special agent earlier tonight, is waging a one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the list of casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Rivera has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
I have to watch the movie again. Remember that Max Payne movie that came out with a few years ago? It was a while back. It came out in 2008. Starring was it Mark Wahlberg and that annoying Ukrainian girl. What the hell's her name? Forget her name. Shit. She was on that 70s show. Oh shit. Having a brain fart. This happens when you get old. Like your brain gets really selective with its memory. starts to remember only what it wants to remember. Mila Kunis. I'm not good with those Ukrainian names. Mila Kunis, yeah, she was in Max Payne, and yeah, I don't know. I don't remember much about the movie. One of those movies that, I mean, I guess it was good, but it didn't really, I don't know, really do it for me, I guess.
It's the last place I'd want to end up. But that's where I always end up anyway. Only, it's not me talking to the pink flamingo, but someone who looks the part down to the finest detail, except that he's evil. I'm hiding in the shadows, watching it all unfold. The flamingo speaks. It can speak here. It says, "Mirrors are more fun than television." That's, mirrors are more fun than television. Somehow I know this, just don't ask me how. And I, not me, but my double, nods and smirks at this, like it was the funniest thing in the world. And then something goes wrong, and suddenly they know I'm there, hiding behind them, and they both turn to look at me with cold eyes. And the flamingo speaks again. I have no idea what that means. And that's when I always wake up to my own scream in that brightly lit white hospital room, strapped to my bed.
Gotta hand it to Rockstar. They were really good with making those little mini art films. You've seen these types of things throughout a lot of their other games, like Grand Theft Auto 4 had the TV shows. I would think it was the first one to really utilize the whole TV show thing where you can switch to different channels and watch these really crappy shows on TV. GTA 4, that was the one where, what's his face? The guy, the real life, like MMA guy, the Bass Rutten, had his own TV show on GTA 4. It was so funny. I love Bass Rutten. That guy's hilarious. Yeah, and then GTA 5, of course, had more TV shows like that. You can go watch movies in the movie theater. Red Dead Redemption had the movie theater thing too, and yeah, Rockstar has always been really pretty good with content like this in their games. What am I supposed to be doing here? Here we go. Oh.
It's always...
Oh. Where'd that guy come from? Where'd these guys come from? What the fuck? Oh. Can't get out this way.
What the hell are you standing around here for? They're bombing us. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. What are you doing? This is war. Freaking war.
Vinny Gognitti. Just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking Fed. I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cock. You ain't got squat on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my god! Oh god, you shot me! Ah! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Gognitti bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat. A crumpled letter lay on Gognitti's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gognitti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho.
All right. Painkillers, man. Drugs, man.
Vinny Gognitti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings. Gognitti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Eh? On the train too, man.
This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors. Ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens. The city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gognitti made his move.
shit. More painkillers, damn it. Running low. Trying to scratch myself.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
All right.
I need painkillers. Right here. Look at that.
What the hell?
Where I gotta go? Here? Go. I'm just running through these levels. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, really. Painkillers. I'm running low.
go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
I can hear him. Ready? Keep your guns pointing at the door. Okay, this is it. Any moment now, Payne's gonna bust through that door with murder. It's either him or us. I, for one, am gonna pump the SOB so full of lead, they'll need a forklift to carry the coffin to the grave.
Um, I need to run to the boys' room really quick here. Good pause point here. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Had to grab a quick bite to eat too, so had time to reflect on this game. You know, it's literally 21 years old now. I mean, the game is still, it's just fantastic to look at and to play. I mean, the got a very cinematic quality to it that really before Max Payne we didn't really have a whole lot of that. I mean, way back then. I mean, we had we already had games like Half-Life. Half-Life had that too. That the whole cinematic cutscene thing. Being a part of the game, using the in-game engine for the cutscenes. Half-Life was, I think, the first one to really take advantage of that. Max Payne, this game, also does that, and I think they kind of took the whole Half-Life in-game cutscene thing and just kind of went to town with it, which is just great, you know. Really did a lot for gaming in general. Alright, I remember what I did wrong.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now...
Saw that. I need to watch it again.
Ready? Keep your guns pointed at the door. Okay.
What the...
Excuse me. What'd I do wrong there? You threw a grenade at me? I didn't see it. Obviously threw something at me. Let's try it again. Alright, now I'm out of painkillers. Careful, these later levels are getting pretty vicious.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
Ah, boy. Getting killed here. Alright. Crap.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking...
Steam in the dead end alley, the steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood?
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fault. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I didn't ask for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me, take me, hold me to the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
You're right to be ready if you're... Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. P-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. And Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there.
Ragnarok.
With its dark message as a cop killer bullet through the heart, like father, like son, just like Jack Lupino.
Painkillers.
The book had never been a bestseller. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
Try that again, shall we? Wait.
The book had never been a bestseller. Given the
Uh-oh. Ooh. Books on the occult had been piled on the table. The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and De Umbrarum Reini Novum Portus. Books with pentagrams on their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal, lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. We've been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs. How do I get out of here? Painkillers. Oh, shoot. To go. Here. quick second. Alright, I'm back. Munching. It's a lot of work playing this. Got pretty far in the story so far. Furthest I've played this game in a long time. Holy cow. The drum set. Guitar. Those. Pulling this guy's up. Doing that. Puzzle. That one open. This open.
The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else. A sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider in the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head spin. Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa. Punchinello threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over them.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, we are running a business here. I'd hate to send the trio to strong-arm you.
The trio were the Don's notorious henchmen. It was obvious that Lupino hadn't been intimidated by the threat. Lupino's notes covered the table. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood. A mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Cthulhu, Blood, given to you all.
He was after that old Faustian deal. Your soul for power and fortune. Just sign on the dotted line with your blood. Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal. Jack Lupino was crazy.
Mythic wolves, let loose to devour the sun and the moon. Lupino is wolf. I'm Mr. Beast, the big bad Fenris wolf. I'm the world man, wearing the flesh of fallen angels.
After Y2K, the end of the world had become a cliche. But who was I to tell? A brooding underdog avenger alone against an empire of evil, out to right a grave injustice. Everything was subjective. There were only personal apocalypses. Nothing is a cliche when it's happening to you.
The flesh of fallen angels! Come to me all! Astaroth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Satan, Cthulhu, Lilith, Ella! Blood to you all! Secret. The skin of reality. I've seen it. The corruption of flesh. I'm the wolf, yeah! I am the wolf! It's coming. You have come to the end of time. It's now! I will rise to her side! I don't need the words! I'm beyond the words!
Get up there.
I had known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere, and this one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. I've tasted the devil's green blood. It runs in my veins. I've seen beyond the world of skin, the architecture of blood and bow and arrow. Death is coming! She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter. I am ready to be her son. Her time is now, and all who stand in her way must Die! Die! You'll die! You'll die! Now! All die!
Finally went down. I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. He was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
Payne slipped this knockout femme fatale holding a gun in my face.
Mila Kunis. In the movie.
Lisa Punchinello. Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs. Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you. Not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact.
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife-beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
These nightmare sequences are familiar. Didn't we see this in Arkham Asylum? Came out about 8 years later.
No, please, Max! Why? I didn't mean to. Sorry.
A maze of some type.
next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
The pictures were filled with good old times.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my favorite.
Come on, man. You're gonna start me way back here? Alright, next time. I'm gonna save my game.
No, please, Max! Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Should've known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
The pictures were filled with good old times.
Cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my
Oh!
Love to watch cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my favorite.
Shit.
Watch cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my favorite.
Get me off the path here. Sound effects from where she goes. Chilling. My neck's still cramping up on me. It's been bothering me for about a month. Oh, I gotta jump. Now I know what's going. It's close. Closer. Save. I don't know where this is going. Oh, there it is. Okay. Person.
Shoot them full of holes, blow them to bits, vaporize them, disintegrate them. No matter what you do, they'll stay back good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table. Michelle was working part-time in the district attorney's office. Her diary was open on today's entry, her handwriting all pretty curves.
An army dossier found its way to my desk yesterday. Valhalla? Isn't that a Norse myth? Something about Vikings? I tried to tell Max, but he said he was busy, that cute frown on his brow. Guess it's nothing, just a mix-up at the courier service.
From now on, I would always find time for her. It was a hollow promise. Too little, too late.
Max, no! Please, Max! Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Murderer! You killed her!
Nothing like that ever happens in the real world.
I woke up in a bad dream. My head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain.
Max Payne. I envy your name.
And the killer was smiling.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Niagara, as in you cry a lot? He had a baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
Nothing wrong with a little laugh now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing. Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off. And then, it's checkout time.
You play, you pay, you bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the goon with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona. Guess I had a soft spot for a pretty face. When somebody decides to play baseball with their head, you tend to get sore. They had dragged me back to the basement of the Payne's hotel. I was beaten, bruised, and blue. I felt like the chair I had broken to get free. All I had was Niagara's bat, sticky with my own blood. Without a gun, I'd be no match for Frankie's men. I'd have to play hide and seek with them.
All right. Like this is the beginning of part 2 of this game. It's like, I don't know how many acts in the game. I think we're finished with Act 1. Now we're going into Act 2. It's getting kind of late here. I think I'm going to call it a night. We can continue this later on. I haven't played this game in so long that I had forgotten most of this, how the story went. Like I said, I think the last time I ever actually played through this game all the way was way back in 2003. So yeah, this is all like a distant memory for me. But yeah, this was fun. We're definitely going to continue on with this game at a later date. I do want to get back into this, and I want to finish this because I have Max Payne 2, and I have Max Payne 3 on here. I've never ever played Max Payne 3 before. I'm holding off on that one until I finish Max Payne 2, and I figured it's only appropriate that before I start in on Max Payne 2, I should finish Payne 1. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get it all finished tonight. I've already been on this live stream for a few hours now, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. At least tired for this evening. This wasn't going to be a big marathon type of live stream. It just kind of turned into one. I don't even know what time I started this, honestly, but I'm gonna put a pause on the action right here and continue on with this game at another time. Anybody who is watching or has been watching, I do appreciate the audience. Thank you for your time. If you want to watch this at a later date, I will be uploading this to my YouTube channel within the near future. So, but as of now, I am going to sign off, and I will see you on the flip side. Y'all take it easy. Have a good rest of your weekend on this Memorial Day weekend. Hope y'all are having lots of fun. Hope you're staying safe out there. But anyway, I am out of here. Peace.